Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Fedra, and it is the new moon in Capricorn, the bringer of death. That's what my mom would say. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's just that in Capricorn comes winter, and so we always bring of what? Death, of the decomposition of the season, you know, and coming into the spring. It's Aquarius. We're almost here, you know, the new year. Can't believe we're about to say goodbye to 2024. I'm ready for it. I don't know about you all, but I'm ready for it. So, today I have my tried and true Game of Thrones deck by Liz Dean. I have the Moonology deck, and then I really felt called to do the Goddess Power Oracle deck just for clarification. I've already cleared the space, and I do my prayer privately before the reading. Let's get some clarification on the Ten of Spears. Clarification on Five of Cups. Clarification on Four of Cups. Clarification on Two of Cups. Clarification on Nine of Swords, which is the outcome. Interesting. Okay. So as you know, I do my intuitive read, and I also use the book to go over any keywords or anything that I've missed that may give you more clarification. Again, this is insight for the new moon in Capricorn. So the foundation I see here is Knight of Coin, which is starting on a journey, really being on the side of your values, your beliefs, your morale when it comes to on the Pentacle side, which is of abundance. It's really starting something anew now that we are, you know, going into the new year. And it is a pivotal one. Already we have what's covering the situation is Three of Coin, which is again Trinity. And this is, as you can see in this card, really the balance of the Game of Thrones church. So it's a skeleton. It's something that has been brought up into structure. It's not at the foundation. It's, you know, getting there. We can now see the form of this church. So this is within you. This is about doing that inventory, doing that planning, really foreseeing how you want the new year to go, and You know, Capricorn in general is all about structure. Capricorns are very ambitious people. You know, think of the CEO, think of like running your own business. And that takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of focus, takes a lot of structure to do that. And this is where, you know, bringing in that energy, no matter what sign you are, it's going to be highlighted right now during the new moon, which again is that 28-day cycle. So you have this time to really utilize that energy to your advantage. You know, getting down to earth, getting toward the plan, the numbers, a little bit on that boring side, but you know, it's what it takes, you know, to be successful is those basics. Let's just not, you know, beat around the bush about that. So what you put in the ground is the Queen of Spears. Queen of Spears, you know, in this case is Daenerys. You see her very sitting in comfort, you know, very much methodical, logical, looking at like she has it all. So maybe you've come to realize that. You've come to create some form of confidence that yes, you can press on. You know, you can really move toward life in really expressing yourself, your ideas, you know, and really executing them. You know, not just the talking, but actually executing them. Now, in the past, you had the Ten of Swords. Really sorry for those of you in the past that have experienced this. I know exactly what that feels like. You didn't just get one in your back. You got all freaking 10. So you had people that lied to you. You had people that betrayed you, people that left you, people that you really thought that had your back, that didn't. You know, it's unfortunate, but really see this as a blessing. See it that at the beginning of this year, you have made room with all of that out of your life. I truly believe in the universe, in God, that God did that deliberately so that you do not have those distractions. And fundamentally, they cannot affect you or use you in any way as you progress. It's just like in gardening, you have to prune out the weeds. You have to prune out the things that don't serve the garden. It's not personal. Nature can show you a heck of an attitude. You know, just watch and study that. It'll give you so much wisdom. So for those of you that have experienced this, I hope that you have put it behind you. You know, not everybody can go with you. They can be with you for a season, and some are for a lifetime. But either way, they've been a good teacher in your life, and you should stay in gratitude of that. Now, what's coming to you from highest good, universe, God, however you want to say, is 10 of Spears. So it's going to be a heavy burden. You're going to have a lot of things at once. You can see it here where, you know, it's a lot to bear. It's going to shift you to the point where you're going to have to put something down. And that's okay, right? We're going into the new year. A lot of you try to take on everything. A lot of Capricorns do this. Seen it so many freaking times. A lot of projects, a lot of plans, a lot of this and that, and not much result, not much meeting the goal. So it is, again, going back to the original part of, you know, the Three of Coin, is to do an inventory, make a reasonable plan, and do it in bite size. And I asked for clarification on that, and it says a fiery climax is approaching. So you may take on more than you can chew. You may make promises you can't keep. You're going to be really exploding in a way, and not in a good way, if you do not really maintain everything in your life. Capricorn as well is known as the grandfather, the father, you know, this older, wiser type of energy. So they at sometimes are very, you know, ambitious and goal-getting, but sometimes they're very slow and they take their time and they're grumpy and, you know, they get into these cycles of like, I'm going to go to bed early and I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to speak to anybody. So maybe think about that as you're moving through this energy of where can you be your own grandma and your own grandpa in a way, even for a little bit, because you might need to do that self-care. If you feel like you're going to tack on all of this, I'm just going to be blunt, it ain't going to happen. Like, you're going to have to drop something and be okay with it. So do it now before you get into this cycle and explode on the people around you who don't even deserve that. Like, take accountability. So in the near future, you're going to have 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups ain't good either. 5 of Cups is about really loss. It's a loss, whether it's financially, physically, emotionally, it's a loss. And it's a person that is honestly looking at the 3 things that have fallen, not really acknowledging that they have the 2 cups. So, to me, I get the financial loss and the burden of that, but I also see like the person isn't grateful for what they have, or they're learning that lesson in the process of this, of like, hey, I need to count my blessings. And that's in the near future. That will be a lesson for some of you. As I ask clarification, it says it's time to take action with that Aries fire. So yeah, don't let things sit around. Don't say that you're going to get to it and then you don't. Like, you're going to have to really put physical action into this energy, into the new year, because you can really get the ball rolling. But in order to maintain that, right, we got to get into that, self-care and really thinking about how we're going to maneuver in a steady way rather than a sprint. It's very difficult to keep up a sprint. You have to train for that. How you all see it, it's pretty obvious. You all see it as a transformation. All of a, new me, new year, new possibility. Really take that in. Really relish into that transformation, because you may not come out the same person again. You may not even be recognizable because of the work that you have accumulatively done at the end of this year, moving into this next portal. So really acknowledge that. I myself have to do that, because we oftentimes, earth signs, feel like we can do more and we should do more, not realizing everything that we've accomplished. How others see it is the 4 of Cups. So it's, again, getting an offer, but is it really a beneficial offer for you? I found it really interesting that it says to meditate and contemplate when I asked for clarification. So you may get some offers, again, romantically, business, things falling in your lap, or somebody saying, hey, I heard this and you want to try this. You may get this, and you may have to really incorporate of, how does that resonate with me? How does that fit in my life? How am I going to put it with all the other 10,000 things that I'm doing? Is it really something you want to try? So that is definitely where, again, to meditate, contemplate on your inventory of your life. I don't know if you could hear that, but that's sirens, so that's confirmation. Really think it through, because it may be scrap, it may be shit, it may go nowhere, and you ain't got time. You really don't. 2025 is the numerology of 9. I've been saying it to everyone, and I know they don't get it because they're like, oh. Well, study numerology, okay? Read a book, go on Google, use the AI, whatever you want to do. But 9 is mastery. Means that everything that you've been going through probably for the last 7 to 8 years, you're accumulating into this 9 to master. That's phenomenal energy. Don't squander that on starting things that really may not be fruitful to you, may not resonate with you, but because so-and-so is doing it, you're like, ooh, maybe I should give it a try. No, really feel into you. Capricorns have laser focus when they've gotten the plan, when they digest it and know what to do. They literally block out everything. I mean, they go freaking stealth mode, hermit mode, you haven't heard from them again. It could be days, weeks, months, more than the year. But when they come back, they're strong, they're stable, they're structured. And that's sexy. So, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, this is the kind of energy to bring in with the Capricorn that you can utilize. Now, your outcome is Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a partnership. So some of y'all might be hooking up in the next 30 days. I don't know. I don't know. It could be partnership in business, though. I could always keep it that way. I could always not talk about love because it's just so sappy and it's just so overrated. But I would say it can be love as well. Two in Cups is harmony. It is about coming together equally. I just want to point that out. It's not one half cup, one full cup, two full cups. So it's those in harmony with one another, in their goals, and their, you know, and their focus and all that. Just saying, I'm just saying, you know. And it's also a commitment, just pointing that out, because some people don't commit, just saying. So, you know, here we want to make sure that, again, everything is tippy top. We don't want to get distracted once again with all of these burdens going into love. But hey, love is everything, right? Love is all you need, they say. So for clarification, I picked out Aphrodite, which is, again, romance, but it's also led by Venus. So it's also, it could be of everything that you love and admire to do. Don't forget that as you move into this new year, to do what you love, really nourish that inner child to be happy, not just a slave all day long, you know, at this 9 to 5, and then you got the chores, and then you got to do what the kids need, and then you got to do that, and and then you're like, why am I doing any of this? Then you just drop everything in all chaos and, you know, have a nervous breakdown. That doesn't help anybody. Maybe ayahuasca can help you. But I'm just saying, you know, this is where love and doing what you love nourishes you to ground yourself, because the outcome is 9 of Swords. So, all right, it's not the 10, but it's still not fun. 9 of Swords is anxiety, insomnia, stress, you know, that voice in your head up at night. It's like 3 a.m. You got all these little thoughts of, well, did I send that memo? Did I send that email right? Did I pay that bill? No, I don't know. Am I going to go to that event? I said that I would go. You know, did I turn off the stove? Like, literally, it's going to make you go crazy. So let's not. What I have is the goddess of time. Don't really know about this little goddess here, so we're going to look into that. It's funny that it is on the new year with time. She has the Trexilion, which is again 3, which is another, we got 33 here. So that is of the Holy Trinity. So let's go with that. I want to know. Right now, you have all the time in the world to reach the fullest potential of your intentions and desires. Arinihod, the Celtic goddess of time, is your champion, and she will ensure your timing is perfect. The hours will expand to gift you with the space you need to complete anything that you started. Today, recognize that no matter what is in front of you, time is your friend. Consider that everything you intend and desire also has its own relationship to time, and all will come to you in the perfect form and in the perfect moment. Patience, dedication, and quiet anticipation are delicate yet potent allies now. She is your ally, and your timing is perfect. The alignment message is, do you worry there is not enough time, or that you might be running out of it? Do you feel that you are too late, too stressed, or too overwhelmed to get where you need to go? This attitude is fueled by fear, which has a strange and unusual power to contract time. The goddess of time has an alignment task for you. Breathe deeply and trust the process. Know that even if you are temporarily struggling, you will always have enough time to choose how you experience your reality. You can always course correct. Consider this truth. Struggles, disappointments, or seeming delays are all part of the experience of life on life's terms. Yet Arinihod says this too shall pass. When cool heads prevail and faith steers your course, treasure is never far away. I like treasure. Call on the goddess Arihod when you begin to feel overwhelmed, and she will remind you of these truths. Okay, let's think about Aphrodite then. So this is what you have to overcome for the new moon. Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have. Or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant a while. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. Aho! By doing so, love will increase tenfold and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. That's beautiful. Your alignment task is to stay present, release judgment, and see the treasure of what lies in front of you. I like treasure. You may discover something painful is actually a beautiful gift. Indeed, it could be exactly what you need to release the old patterns that no longer serve you. Be careful of the addictive quality of longing, yearning for elusive love and fixation on desired outcomes. This only creates more of the energy of unmet desire, and you may find yourself unable to discern what is true. Release expectations and attachments and simply see what arises. Remain aware and accountable for your side of things. Make amends if you need to trust, and that all is well. Even your partnership with the universe may need refining as you let go of your need to have things your way. Call on the goddess Aphrodite to lead you to a healthier, more satisfying experience. Well, I hope this guidance gives you clarity on the new moon in Capricorn. I wish you all a happy new year. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more, and contact me if you'd love a private reading. All right, everybody. Many blessings into the new year, and we send it with love.